Want to get it going. Ooh, I was ready. Now I'm getting ready. It's happening. Hold up. I guess the IG couldn't wait. Shit. Hi. Okay, let me plug in. Just waiting for Dex to pop up. Lord, why y'all embarrassing me? Dex, I'm in here. I'm not ready. Let me grab him. Let me grab my boy. Hi, everybody. Check. All right, now what the hell? Now what is happening? What is happening? All right, just waiting for Dex to pop on. Hi, everybody checking in. Hey, Dex, I'm sorry. I'm going through all the technical difficulties right now.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just realized I have AirPods in, and I don't like doing the show with AirPods, but it's
I
okay.
told you take AirPods off. Just round. Hey, babe, how y'all doing?
I can't because it'll try to connect to. You know what? You just entertain them for a second, and let me run out of here for a hot
Okay.
second.
All right.
It's hot. It's hot, and I live by myself, so I don't have any pants.
You ain't got no producer today? Hi, Hennessy Black Rose. Hi, Hennessy. It's a lot of hair, but I got some help, honey. It's still the weave. I just had to go get it retouched up. Just because you got a weave, you still need to go get the maintenance, the wash, blow, dry, and curl, and all of that. Hey, Dex,
I'm back.
you back like you never left?
No, I'm leaving again. I'm doing the social media cleanse. As soon as this live is over, I'm deactivating my Facebook again.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that too. Let me try turning my phone up. I can't really. All right, I guess it is all. It's hot as hell in Philly. It damn sure is. We're gonna get into that. Um, Welcome back. We took a week off. Now we're back because of the holiday.
Yeah.
You good? You still trying to figure it out? You good?
I don't know. It just feels like it's not light enough, and I feel like there's a light right here, and it's not illuminating enough.
You know what? No, you look perfect. But you know what I noticed, Dexter? Because when we were in the office doing a live with Patty the other day, on your phone screen, it looks darker than what it really
That
is
makes sense.
when it pops up. Oh, Trey, you in the DMV? All right, now I know where I gotta go. How far to drive down so I can get these plates that she be making because Trey she be cooking and she clean. You can't be eating from every damn body, but Trey, you can eat from her child. She clean. I ain't never met her, but you can look at a person and tell if they clean or not. Dex, me and you have had this conversation before.
You know what's crazy? When you said that, I get like so self conscious about stuff like that. Like in my head, immediately I'm like, I wonder if people think that I'm clean. Like I would wonder that. Like not people that I know, but people just
Mm-hmm.
because this right here is not clean. Oh, it doesn't look bad today, but
You
yeah,
know,
crazy.
looking at hi, Mister 2X Entertainment. Hi, how you doing? I can never get that name right, but I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Just looking clean.
Yes, I don't know what it is. Some people you see them on the street. Some people you work with. Some people just out and about. I wouldn't eat from you, but you, Dexter, looking at you, I wouldn't say that. You look clean.
I mean, I'm a clean person. It's funny too because yesterday on my podcast page, Bro Talk Live, we posted this video of Saad making yams, and like the comments were like, "Oh my gosh, you use so much sugar." But I will say though, if you look at it, the kitchen looks very clean, and I think that that's one of those things. Like presentation is literally everything.
It damn sure is. Hey, Philly street fashion icon, how you doing, honey? The thing I did see that video about Sod, so this is where I'm going to have her defense. Yes, usually to make sweet potatoes, you do need a lot, but because she wasn't cooking for home, you're cooking for a business. She just threw all that shit on there. How I do mine, how my grandmother taught me, you layer that joint like a lasagna. So sweet potatoes, go ahead and put the sugar on it, or you okay?
I have like a fan setup right here, and it is just. Whew.
Tell your producer to get the hell back.
I don't have one. It's me by myself. I'm like working by myself. It's insane.
Yeah, look, Just Ralph said, yeah, okay. I'm going to give Saul a pass.
No. I mean, I don't eat sweet potatoes like that. Like I like, very bland and boring with my food. Like I don't like sugar with my sweet potatoes. I feel like a potato is supposed to be eaten natural. and I don't put like sugar and stuff on it.
So when you go down south, you don't eat none of the food. You don't eat no sweet potato. You don't eat none of that.
So basically, there's a lot of Mexicans from like the area that I'm from, and like Mexican culture is really big down there. So I eat a lot of that. I eat like tacos and I eat like tamales and stuff like that. I would choose Mexican food over soul food any day.
What?
You heard me. I will choose Mexican food over soul food any day.
I wish she was around me so I could beat your ass like
I
a pinata.
like.
Cause you sound crazy.
I don't even. There's no butter in my refrigerator. I don't use butter at all. Like I am very like. I just don't need that stuff. You would think that I'll be skinnier the way I don't eat nothing.
Yeah. So what you be? It must be all that water you drinking, sweetie. It's putting on them pants. Well, you sound the hell crazy because there's plenty of butter in my damn fridge.
This is water in here too. I'm doing a gallon. I should go grab it, but I'm almost done my gallon for today. We'll talk. But I'm amazing.
Why Ralph say it's the confidence in that statement for me?
What?
If you saying you ain't no butter, I eat everything tasteless.
There's no butter in my refrigerator, and actually, I don't even have seasonings in my cabinet. I have like salt. That's it.
That makes sense. I forgot, for those of y'all who might not know this information, but Dexter is related to Brandy Norwood, the Norwoods of Texas and California. So it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Brandy doesn't season her food?
Huh?
Brandy doesn't season her food?
She don't look like it. Well, wait, she be complaining about shit all the time. And that's the problem. If you season your food, you wouldn't have a lot to complain about. Trey says she's sad for butterless Dex.
What do y'all use butter for?
Because butter makes shit taste good, Dexter.
The only thing I feel like may need butter on it is mashed potatoes, but that's it.
Oh, okay. So we just know when Dex has a get together, everything will be catered. Dex will be catering. Or you know what? Fuck all that. Just bring your own shit. Just bring your own meal.
Generally, when my friends and I have like events where we all cook and stuff like that, they would literally in the chats be like, "So you bring this, you bring this, you bring this." Dex bring like plates or sodas or whatever.
The napkins, and don't bring no off-brand sodas neither, because nobody got no damn time to be sitting around talking about what's a bubble cola. I don't drink that.
I don't drink soda, so I always I keep it classic and I just get Sprite and Pepsi.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. My brother Savion said my dad is listening on his phone. Hey, family. So Dex, they want to know when you're getting married.
I'm getting married next month in Dexico, and Toya will be there. Toya is hosting my reception too.
Woo woo! Sis getting flued out, okay? I was like, getting flued out to host these events. One day, Dex, that will be our regular. We're speaking that right into existence. Yep. Okay, so it's been 451 days since Breonna Taylor was murdered. Still working on it. Oh shit, now come to think about it. It will always be Black Lives Matter. But speaking of Black Lives Matter, one of the creators of the movement, has stepped down. She stepped down from her position because she just said that there were, she was wanted to do different things with her career, moving on to, you got to elevate. You have to excel. Now, this is all on the hindsight of her being accused of misappropriating the funds from the Black Lives Matter donations. Now, when we say misappropriating, Dex, what did she buy?
Homes, multiple homes, everything that y'all be buying with the PPP loans, she bought that with the Black Lives Matter dollars. I'm just putting that out there. That's what she bought. And I remember before hearing about this story, and people were saying, like, they always think somebody trying to steal. And I remember saying, because she did. She did steal. Like, absolutely. And then 2 months later, she steps down. She stole y'all money. And I want my $75 back.
Well, I wasn't. Wait, what they said? Somebody in my family used to say, and niggas want in hell want ice water.
Well, they do, and it's weird because I too, and it's melted. So, and that was quick.
Listen, I'm not saying it's right, but scam away, ma. Everybody else the fuck doing it.
But the thing is, though, like what it's crazy to me about this situation specifically is that you scammed your people. Like you're supposed to be out there fighting for people and helping them, and you are taking money from them. And I get it. Temptation is a mother effer, but morals, where are the morals at? Like the audacity of you to steal from your people.
And then you buying all this $1 million real estate. Well, what's your regular job, man? Where all of a sudden you get all this money to buy this $1 million real estate in multiple states at that.
And also other people within Black Lives Matter, they were defending her, which
is fucking insane to me. Insane. I mean, I get, but here's the thing: if it's like Trump said, show your birth certificate. If it's not, if the money used to buy this property that you've been buying is legit from whatever businesses you might have, show us the receipts.
I agree. I'm with you. But
show us. That's all you gotta do. That'll put everything down.
You can't show receipts that don't exist.
I guess that's why Trump never showed us the rest of his tax return.
Exactly. And we didn't even demand it either. We just let him go away with it.
Let him go. Let him go. It's what it is. It's just sad. But yeah, on a serious note, if this woman did do all this, I mean, I say like scam on because that's what everybody else is doing and they are, but it doesn't make it right in this moment when we're trying to elevate Black Lives Mattering and bring it to the forefront and showing people why it matters for you not to reinvest that money back into Black lives. Well, I guess she did. It's my Black life, my family. We
singular one. But speaking of Black Lives Matter, though, I will just give you a quick shout out because your shirt, Media Joint, that is from a Black-owned designer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a company called For the Johns. My FTJ, my cousin brought it for me a couple of years ago. Look at you. You are the all-time salesman. I swear, I'm looking. So this is in front of my window.
Uh-huh.
I have a neighbor. I'm pretty sure she's a stripper. We miss you too, Daniel. Hey, that guy, Stevie.
You said a stripper.
I'm pretty sure she's a stripper. Nice woman. But some of these outfits. And I just got distracted because I'm like, is your entire ass out?
Hey, it's the summertime. I also told you, don't say that sales stuff out loud. Other people may be listening. I don't want that conversation again.
What?
You said to me that I'm a natural salesperson.
Well, you are, Dex. Speaking it into. Well, okay, I shouldn't speak that into the universe.
Nope.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
Mr. 2X Entertainment said, let me see. I like to see, too. Flip the
Well,
camera.
I think she went in the house, but she was carrying the baby, and she got a dude. And I feel like certain men, for you to be comfortable, like, you must know, he might be the house daddy.
He might work with her.
He might. He might. And she's a nice woman, but every time I'm like,
What kind of outfits he be wearing?
nigga, regular hood nigga shit. But yeah, it's for me, it's fun. It's kind of like Where's Waldo, pointing out the strippers in their regular everyday clothes. I love when I catch one in the market.
They
Huh?
They go to markets and stuff. I don't know why. Like,
Yeah, they do. I saw one in a CVS before. It was two girls in a CVS, and just looking at them, I said, "You ain't no way you can tell me these women are not strippers. Coming in smelling like cigarette smoke, body just looks not. It's not a bad body. It's a good body, but you know, a stripper body always. What'd you think next?
I just remember it was an insider between us when my cousin called this girl a bad body B word.
Bad body, bitch. Yeah, it's just a certain air about these women that usually if you're in the story, you can kind of tell it. Like, oh yeah, she used to, not used to, you do straight.
Oh,
All right. Happy Pride Month.
happy Pride Month.
Yes, to
Now,
our LGBTQ pluses.
I will say this. Like, I have family members who are gay, so like, I'm like an advocate and an ally, 100%. But in the past, what are we, 7 days into the month? Like,
Yeah, 8 days. 8 days.
I've never, like, I literally became a super ally overnight because of Facebook, which is kind of one of the reasons why I need this hiatus. Like, the attacks that people have been putting against the LGBTQ community it's bizarre to me.
Like now, like during
Yeah.
Pride Month too.
Right now, I've seen like an increased amount of just like negative posts about gay people and lesbians and stuff like that. And it's just like, why are we doing this? Like the Rugrats thing, they changed one of the characters, Betty.
Yeah.
She's a lesbian in the show, and people are losing their minds. Like they're losing their minds over there. And like to me, I'm just like, okay, I get it. You may not agree with certain things or whatever, but like the argument of saying they're brainwashing children by putting a gay character on TV. Do you think that that's not the same thing by putting a heterosexual character on there? What it does is just shows you that people are different. If you're not gay, your child's not going to be gay. Like, I just don't get it. And I think the reason they have to do that is because so many of us grew up not seeing gay people represented. So we think that's something that's weird, something that's bizarre. And it's not. And we need to stop that.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's so funny because when all this hoopla came out about the Rugrats character, people like I did see initially the stuff people being really upset about it, but then also I'm like, so y'all didn't know because they were clearly together for like they were clearly the husband and wife each other's beers. So in 2021, it's kind of stupid to sit there and keep playing off this like narrative as if we didn't see that they were gay.
In this cartoon of the Rugrats, though, it's reimagined. It's not exactly the same show before because there are certain characters that were introduced later on in the series, like Dill, the baby,
Yeah,
and Kimmy, Chucky's sister. They're not in this series either. So we don't know that this right now could be taking place before Howard and Betty even met each other. And maybe she was a lesbian. They're showing that part of her life. And then when she met him, the two of them got together and decided to raise the kids together. You just don't know. And it's just like, we're just so upset because this character is gay. And it's ridiculous. And also, the grandpa in this story is a hippie.
he's still alive?
Well, it's new. It's like pretty much a new story. But he's a hippie.
Really?
I mean, it's the same story, but like, they're not showing like the exact same episode. So they could be on a different timeline. We just don't know.
Okay.
And like, he's a hippie in this, and nobody's complaining about that. Like in the original, he's not a hippie.
No. Well, it's all an excuse for people to be
Homophobic. And I don't like
homophobic and gay bashing. It just really
It's
sucks.
disturbing though, because like, I mean, I never knew as far as like this month being like private. I didn't necessarily know why. I just thought it was just how they be handing out months to everybody. I thought it was one of those things, but like, this month, I really educated myself on the history of it, and there's just so many reasons why they feel like this month is necessary, and like it's just crazy to see people post homophobic things.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people are still ignorant because it's the old ways of how they used to do things, but just because it's the old way of how you used to do things, or it was okay. In my neighborhood or growing up, it was okay to say, okay, well, it's not okay to say it now. So for you to post disparaging remarks against or just anything against homosexuals, you probably are. I hate to say it.
I saw someone say that if their child came out and the child was gay, they would disown the child. And for me, that is when like I start to type on that message, on that comment, that post, because like, I don't care what your child is. I don't think, unless they're a serial killer or a murderer, I don't think there's anything that anybody can do that you should disown them as a child. And that's just what I think about it.
Well, unless they try to kill it, because them little Menendez brothers, child.
Like, trying to murder somebody else, like serial killer.
Yeah.
Like, of course that, but like,
It's just
or a Trump supporter, you can get this.
which is a former Trump supporter.
No, if they're a Trump supporter, I'm just kidding. My dad would say that though, because you know how I am, and he hates.
Yes. Hi, everybody. Come on in, have a seat. Pull up a glass of wine, get y'all something. It's after 5 o'clock.
Or water.
Or wine. Happy hour. Happy hour ain't no motherfucking water, but we gonna get into water. You know what? Since we talking about, let's get into it now. Y'all know what? Okay, in Philly, it's hot as hell. We got a heat wave going on. Watching the news this morning, guy says, it's real hot, and he giving his testimony about it being a hot damn day, and then he's saying, yeah, because I've been drinking water, and I normally don't drink water. Grown ass man, black man too. I'm going to take the other races outside of this for a moment, and we're just going to focus right on black people. Why aren't y'all drinking water on a regular?
It's nasty. It don't got no taste.
What?
It don't got no taste. I hear that a lot. People be like, it don't taste like nothing. It's nasty. It's nasty.
I'm so damn sick of y'all. Do y'all realize your body is made up of 70 or 80% water? Not motherfucking day sodas. Not motherfucking rat snacks. Not motherfucking Everfresh juices. What else they eat? What else be in the little corner store, the hood store, bodegas?
I've never been to the bodega in my life.
What your cousins like to eat? Drink. They like to drink them Arizona teas.
I like those. Hugs. They drink those hugs.
Yeah, you too. You part of them too. The hugs. What is wrong with y'all?
Toya, I think a lot of people grew up. You know what I think it really is? A lot of people are scarred from growing up because your parents will always be like, don't get no juice, drink water. And 9 times out of 10, when there was drink water, it was out of the faucet. And I don't do faucet water. So I think that's what it is. Like people are like, they taste the dirt from the Schuylkill River so much. Like, I'm not going to do this anymore. So that's why they go to all the other stuff. That's why they get the Pepsis and the Mountain Dews and stuff like that. Because at least they know that this dirt that they're drinking is coming out of this bottle. God knows where that faucet water is coming from. That's why people don't drink water. I don't blame them.
Like Ralph said, listen, say what you want, but a good cold Pepsi gets me going. And I agree with you. But don't be doing no Pepsi hating over here. Don't.
When I drink Pepsis, I swear, like, once it hits, like, right here in my throat, my body's like, get it out of me. What did you put this in? Bourbon, whatnot. I don't like it.
That really disturbed me on the news. I'm like, we need to really start drinking water. I was looking at, I don't know why he popped up, Mr. Goodbeds, the other day. And looking at him, you can tell he don't drink no kind of water whatsoever. Just dry. Dry the fuck out.
Well, you said you want to talk to black people directly. When y'all start making water that tastes like Hennessy, we'll start drinking it.
Okay, so that's what it's going to take. That's another thing. Niggas will go to a spot and they'll be like, oh, ain't no Hennessy. Well, what kind of liquor y'all got? It ain't the ones they drink, they out.
Standards. You got to have standards. And
what you mean you ain't got no Henny?
Now, keep talking. I have to run and grab my water because I need to finish this before 8 o'clock.
Okay, go ahead, because when you come back, I got to get mine. I'm drinking wine, talking about the motherfucking the wine and shit. I need water to cleanse because it's been a little bit. I'm talking all this bullshit. Daniel said just dirty. Exactly, babe. Robert has high blood pressure, so he has to drink water. Good, and you keep on him, Marjan. And Hot Springs, Arkansas has the best water. Ooh, I'm going to have to get out there. I've been hearing that about Hot Springs, Arkansas for a while. They're, okay, Dex.
What's done?
They not putting up gallons like you putting up gallons, sweetie.
Nobody drinking gallons like me. Why y'all be drinking gallons like me?
Is this shit? I told you earlier. Don't fuck around and get water poisoning, Dex, because ain't nobody got time for that. I don't even know how to resuscitate you out of that.
Well, I live by myself, so I just have to die.
He like lay down on the motherfucking ground talking about, oh, he drank himself to death.
And then
somebody
be like, oh, he must have COVID or something. He had that shit. Because nobody's died from drinking too much water.
Yes. Like you don't think like the water causes you to grow, like glow. Especially with women. I can always tell when they take their makeup off a lot of the times and you look at their skin and it's like some you either wearing too much makeup all the time. You see it? It's nothing there, but no makeup. You don't even need it because you getting that water, you getting that real hydration going.
Oh, Angela 9438. Can I just tell real quick? So I started my gallon today. I went to the office today and I started drinking like my gallon of water there. One of my coworkers who I haven't seen in a while came over talking to me. And honestly, I was trying to be respectful, but I'm like, I gotta
go. I gotta be. Okay, since we're still another thing, well, we're gonna get back into more of your cousin stuff, but I wanted to bring up some Philly stuff. We talked about the heat wave, how it's hot as hell. Thank God for Akbar's removal from Philadelphia. Because it was sick of it.
She left?
I guess she left, went back to Atlanta, said she had left on the 4th because she had a video shoot. But I was sick of her ass. This is for like all celebrities or even like low, like
wait, real
partial.
Give us a thumbs up in the comments if you even know who Akbar is. And
yeah, please.
One up for me because I don't know. This is one of Toya's friends. I have no idea who this woman is.
My friends, you know who the hell Akbar is because I was sending you all the bullshit. You know,
that's how
don't do a social media cleanse for one day and just act like you don't know any idea of what's going on.
So what's happening? Because Toya tells me, but I have no idea who. I've never met her before. I do not know her.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's easy to meet her. Cause trust me, ain't nobody getting in the way of that introduction at all. You know how security be like stopping you when you want to select. So what security, sweetie? But yes, Akbar came on her Philadelphia tour. Supposedly, yeah, you don't need to know who she is. She's some low, I don't want to say low rent.
She's one of the Love and Hip Hop girls. She's on Love.
Yes. So sis started dating a dude from Philly, which I'm like, girl, your king is not here. And the guy that she posted just looked like a Philly dude. Like, he's going to run the hell through you. Your king is not here in Philly. Trust me, Akbar, this ain't what you want. She got on live calling Alexis Sky baby of special needs, but the R word. The Alexis Sky or maybe some of her people, because she right up there in Jersey. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away. Come down here. Her folks came down here, tried to ride on Akbar. Next minute, you know, Akbar is posting up a picture of her in the hospital with the IV. They were saying that the girls caught up to her and beat her ass.
Isn't it crazy?
This is too much. It's too much. Moral of the story is, when you come to this city, now I don't know how other cities operate. Marjan, I'm sure Marjan's in Vegas. So she's used to going, you know, people coming to Vegas. Oh, it's a turn up. But when you come to Philly, turn up, but be the fuck quiet about it. Like, don't be all hype, because we don't do that shit here.
I'm going to Vegas in August.
You go to Vegas and see it. You just went to Vegas.
Yeah, but WWE is having an event in Vegas, and I'm going.
You booked it busy? Yes.
There's going to be 63,000 people in attendance, and I said, I'm going to be one of them.
You vaccinated? Fuck it. Let me like, when in Vegas is it? What's the dates?
The 21st. It's a Saturday. I want to get in that Saturday and leave that same day.
Oh, I'm about to say stay. I'll be in Cali that weekend.
We can't keep doing it.
I know. What the I'll be in Cali that weekend on the 21st. My cousin Sean is getting married in Pacific Palisades.
Oh, you did tell me about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be heading that up. Okay. Oh, another thing is, F Akbar. This story really got to me when I saw like this bullshit. It's here in Philly related. There was a Dunkin' Donuts employee who opened up the store Saturday morning at 5:30 in the morning to have some guy come and rob the store. And I think what bothered me so much about this video, the woman unfortunately lost her life. The guy shot her, but watching how everything went down, there was no reason for that man to have murdered that woman.
She complied. she complied in the video. She complied 100%. Like she was whatever he told her to do, whatever she was doing it. I don't get it.
It's just like the disregard for life today. This woman did everything you wanted her to do. She didn't scream. She didn't put up a fight. And you couldn't have got that much money from her. It was the very start of the workday. So what the hell? For me, I'm like, it's a special place in hell for people like him. And let's hope he gets there quick and burns. That unfortunately they still haven't found him yet. Let's hope. It's so sad because listening to the people talk about her in the community, she was just such a good person. They were like, if people were coming to the store, they might not have had any money. So, she wouldn't let anybody leave out hungry, just like a good person. And it's just so sad to see stuff like this happen. So prayers with her. If everybody could just pray and pray that we at least find this animal who has done this, because from what I can see off of the TV or off of the surveillance videos, he's done this before and he's very comfortable with this behavior. And we just need to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Not surprising. This blatant disregard for human life that it's consistent like across the country, but I really see it a lot, obviously in Philadelphia because it's where I'm at. It makes you almost afraid to go outside sometimes. And we were talking about this yesterday, and it's just like one of those things where it's just like we have been locked in our house for over a year, and now it's kind of like, okay, guys, it's time to go back out there. Let's enjoy life or whatever. And you have to be fearful. Like you're more fearful now of somebody killing you than you were of the freaking coronavirus. Like it's just urban. But condolences to her family for sure.
Yeah, family and the whole neighborhood. It was just so sad to see how loved she was by just people on the street. So, yeah, no, you were right, Dex. She just got somebody said, no, he was black. Yeah, he was a black man. The woman was a Latino woman. So just prayers for them. And hopefully we can get this crime down at some point in time, because at this point, I'm sick of it. Somebody said, who are we talking about? It's a lady in Philadelphia. Her name is, I just had it. Christine Lugo. She was murdered while on the job at Dunkin' Donuts in North Philadelphia. So we're just giving prayers to her family and her friends, and hopefully this monster is caught soon. But okay, since I prepped this by saying, let's go back to your cousins. Let's go back to your cousins. Oh, were you about to say something?
Yeah, just real quick, just a shout out to the 76ers. I do want to apologize to the 76ers as well. They've been doing really well. They're in the second round of the playoffs, and they're going against Atlanta right now. Yesterday there was a game which they didn't win the game yesterday, and it's my fault. So last night, Triple H, who is a wrestler, a WWE wrestler, he came out yesterday with Joel Embiid, and they rung the bell together, right? It was so cool. And like, I love wrestling, and I was so into it, and I was just like, oh my God, and I posted about it. I was super excited about it, and they lost. And I really think that when it comes to the Sixers, I am bad luck, because the last time I really rooted for the Sixers was like the series, like 2000, 2001, when they went against the Lakers. And I rooted so hard for them. I was so invested in that series. And then, like, I remember my parents bought me this shirt, and it was basically a Sixers shirt. And I would wear it like every game and all that kind of stuff like that, and they lost. I'm telling you, I am a curse. It is my fault, and I apologize. I won't post about the Sixers again.
So what was the reason? Cardi B voice, you're the reason.
It's me. I swear it's me. Like, it's definitely my fault.
No, Dexter, I'm with you because I feel the same exact way. Because you know me, I'm not. And we should probably put in a little sports break each show, because I'm not the sports girl, and then that's you. But it's so funny because I'm not a sports person. So the few times that I'll sit down and I'm like, okay, let's watch a game, especially like the big games that people are hype about, when they lose, I always swear it's me. I'm like, I curse them because I'm not a loyal fan, and I basically am Drake when it comes to sports.
A professional. Look, people are saying it's not me. I'll take that, but like, I know it was.
Please, Trina Bina 2006, and please stop posting that.
Like, as soon as I posted it, I text my friends in the group chat. I was like, they're gonna lose, guys.
Nah, I feel you. I don't do the posting because for me it's stupid. Like everybody kind of knows that I'm not really into sports like that. I love sports activities. Like I love to host game parties and all kinds of stuff like that, but the actual sports. So even when I am watching a game, I don't even want the public ridicule of people be like, "You're the reason why we lost because you started posting about it."
I own it. I own it.
But deep down, I'm sitting while I'm getting the sandwiches or the pizza and stuff together. I'm like, please, y'all win. I'm gonna keep it to myself. But if it's the team I want to win, good game, guys. But I can't fake perpetrate the fraud and be like, now y'all know this ain't me. Come on, come on. I am not that girl. Okay, so getting into your cousin's son. I don't know why this randomly came up with me and Dex earlier this week, but we started talking about repasses.
Yes.
All right. So for people who might not know, if you're not, I don't know, I guess maybe in American culture, we all do repasses, but we do them in a different way. American culture, meaning like sometimes I'll talk to like white people and they'll be like, well, what's a repass? So then I'm like, well, yeah, it's a repass. You know, after the funeral, you all link up somewhere at usually sometimes it's at the church, sometimes it's at the person's house, sometimes it's at, a restaurant or something. That's where people congregate after the funeral. You talk back and forth about the good times you might have shared with that person, and you eat food. But your cousins have the tendency of looking at repasses or just when people pass away as if it's an event.
Well,
As far as y'all be getting ready, say somebody passed away. You know, they come over to the house. Most people come and drop off food or, give their sentiments and, I'm here for you when you leave, when you need, and they walk away. But you have those people who will show up just for the premise of talking to people and eating good food. What is this about? Why is this okay? Who started this? What black person, which one of our cousins' ancestors said, you know what? This is basically going to be another holiday, the repass.
I don't tell you. I think it's because I'm from the South. You're from. Well, you're not from. Well, you're from. You're not.
Here, but all over.
So in the South, anytime you're going to grandmom's house, it's an event.
Mhm.
So like it may be Christmas, it may be
Okay.
Thanksgiving, maybe a birthday, and it may be a funeral. But if we're at grandmom's house and there's food, it's a party. Like I usually with the repasses that I've been to at my grandma's house when I was younger, for the most part, it's always a plethora of fried chicken and, and fireworks. We would pop fireworks, the firecrackers in the street. Like I've never been to it's something to look forward to after the funeral. Like it's fun. It's supposed to be fun.
That's fun.
I've never been to a repast where it wasn't like a good time. Like you play cards there. It's like a reunion almost. Because generally when it comes to death, that is because like a lot of people around there that you don't normally get to see. And that's why people are always like, I hate that we have to see each other under these circumstances, but we still try to enjoy each other. That's what you're supposed to do. What you be miserable at the repast? You be crying?
I'll be crying. I mean, we have a good time, but you got some of your cousins who, but I know the fuck you ain't asked if you could take some food home. And then you go to the church and niggas be hiding the good fish and the good food that they don't want to give to everybody else. Let me tell you about my local, a church I kind of grew up going to, White Rock. Talking to my grandmother the other day. And I don't know, it just popped up and we were talking about when one of our relatives had passed away. And I didn't put two and two together then. But I was like, yeah, well, the church was full, but at the repast, which was held downstairs at the church, there wasn't that many people there. And I was just confused. I was like, well, it doesn't make sense. Like, everybody was upstairs. Why did one of the deaconesses make a new policy that when somebody dies, only the immediate family is allowed to go downstairs to eat the food? Because they got sick of niggas showing up like it was a family, like it's a barbecue.
Well,
asking for to-go plates.
it is, but you're supposed to do it at somebody's home now. You can't be in the church acting up like that. Because like, you're not shooting, well, my family shoots dice. You're not going to shoot dice at the church and play cards and pop firecrackers. Like, we're not doing that at the church. Like, at one of my, there was one repast I went to, there was definitely a bouncy house outside. Like, it was like, for sure.
Wait, somebody real quick said Angela 9438 said I have a takeout container for repasses. Say Angela, you can't come. You can't the fuck come. Go ahead, Dex.
No, I just remember my cousin opened up the bounce house and like everybody was in the house. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like, jump in it. Yeah, it's a good time.
You're supposed to get with each other like the white people do in them little movies. You will see them afterward. They do the funeral, and then the next shoot is them at the house, and they passing around cheese and crackers and little celery sticks. It's only your fucking cousins who show up and expect to get food to hold them over for the rest of the fucking week. Why are we like this?
It's normal. Like, what do you mean?
It's not.
Abnormal to go through the grieving process of death and not be able to find some enjoyment with the people. We're grieving this person who literally is dead now. They are never coming back. The craziest thing for us to do is not enjoy each other while we have each other right here now. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. Fry that food, hit the barbecue stuff up. We got spaghetti. We got all the chickens. Like, let's have
all the chickens.
It used to be like, well, they wouldn't do KFC. Do black people like KFC? Because in the South, they would only do like churches and Popeyes, and they would never bring KFC. And
well, that makes sense. Well, Patricia, you eat unseasoned food, so you're par for the core, sweetie.
I ever do that, and then I used to hate that they would only bring chicken.
You gotta have some good chicken, and you gotta have some good fried fish. But let me tell you what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna be sitting up at my house all motherfucking week long when my loved one has passed away, because you know it's going to be plates on plates on plates up until the day of the wedding, up until the day of the funeral.
Well, you need the company. That's how they look at it. They think you need the company. And plus,
the company?
One, you need the company. And two, if I spend $13 on a box of chicken, you better believe I'm about to get some of the chicken. I'm not going to leave it for you to eat. No, I'm not. And then I finish with it.
And another thing with the repasses, like say if you do it at the hall or a church, that's another thing. You got to go and watch your food, because if people know, like say if you prepared something and people know that you're a good cook, they will take your fucking food, and the next minute you know you sitting outside, you don't see none of the motherfucking food that you brought hitting the tables for people to eat. I have been to a repast, my great grandmother's repast, God rest her soul. Child, why did my aunt, she was like, now I know I brought some fish in here. Why did she have to go back to the church kitchen and tell them to pull the fish out? Because they was about to take the fish home and eat it.
Well, can I ask you a question, Toya? What do you make food for?
Huh?
What, like when people cook, what do they make it for?
Like, and for like a repast?
Like just in general, when you make food, it's to do what?
To eat it.
As long as somebody's eating it, like
no, that food wasn't for you. It was for the mourners. And how dare you take and pack this shit up because you want to go and eat it?
Well,
wait, Chocolate, you did what Robert does. He calls weddings funerals all the time.
Like
the same shit happens at a funeral for black people is the same exact shit that happens at a wedding. But you know what I blame on this? The fact that we don't have enough family reunions. I think that's what it is.
See, a family reunion would be boring. Family reunions are boring to me because they be trying like my family tries to throw a family reunion together every year, and like the most exciting thing is that they do like different color shirts, but it literally, we would just sit out in the park and eat food and like listen to music. Like, it's got to be some action. And usually when somebody dies, there's a little bit of drama and stuff like that associated with it, so we have something to talk about and to laugh at or whatever. Y'all boring at the family reunions. Like, how many times did the electric slide in a different color t-shirt? Like, I know enough.
You're right, because at the funeral, the side piece might show up. Somebody sitting there being dramatic, falling all out over the casket.
Yes.
It really is a lot that goes into it. Somebody plotting to steal.
They
Let me
don't,
try to get in the house. I'll clean up for you to clean up and see what they can get in the damn
they don't
room.
actually be stealing, and they be stealing. I'm just gonna say
Yeah, they do. They
because
damn sure steal. Soon as somebody die, they be like, "Oh, I'll help you come clean the house up." Help. Yeah, don't think the fuck you coming over here to clean up shit. What happened to Auntie's old fur coat? I don't know. They got buried with her is what happened to it. You ain't been around all these years. Now all of a sudden you want to show up asking for Auntie's old stuff and jewelry. You better go to fuck head.
well, I mean, look, Jess Rouse said the kid that everyone knew was the kid of the person who died, but they never spoke about it. That happens.
I wonder why people do y'all other cultures do y'all go through the same stuff at y'all funerals because it really is a good time with us.
But you see, like Trey 3374 also is saying that the secret family shows up. I just overall, this is not happening at a family reunion. Funerals bring drama, and that's what we like.
So but you know what? That might be true, Dex, because I have known some people who it's like they go to funerals like their events. Like, oh, somebody's having a funeral, I'll just show up. And maybe they're going because they're bored, because they know they're going to get like some good people watching in.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat for free.
Yeah, drink too.
And eat good, because with us, when it comes to any events, baby showers, funerals, birthday parties, whatever the case may be, the motherfucking food is going to be right. So most of the times they know. So Daniel Thomas UK says, yep, it's the same over here. So Daniel Thomas is in London. So it's just the black people over there, or is it everybody over there, Daniel?
Ralph, my mom does that. Just Ralph said, I know a lady who collects obituaries. My mom does that. Like if somebody dies, my mom is always like, oh, make sure you get me an obituary. And it's just like, you never met this person before though.
What is it?
Stupid.
Like a collector's item. What?
The last comment I have about funerals is that my grandma passed my senior year of college, like during finals, so I wasn't able to go to her funeral. That summer, like months later or whatever, we went to Florida as a family. We had a family reunion in Florida, and they were like, "It's movie night," and we all sat down to watch a movie, and the movie that they were streaming was my grandma's funeral. Like, I was so serious. I'm so serious. I lied to you not. Like this, 2011, this happened in my life. This happened.
What? So movie night is grandma's funeral?
Yep, that was the very first night, and they had an itinerary, and we all sat down, like literally the entire family sat down to watch a movie, and it was the funeral.
So what?
I couldn't tell you much about
Stop.
it though, because as soon as I noticed what we were doing, I left because I'm not doing this with y'all.
Okay, I'm like, well, what do y'all? Because you're not laughing. It's a bit like what? What is the purpose? What was the reason?
They thought it was so necessary to watch that, and I was just like, yeah, no.
So did they sit around and like cry? See, this is one of these things, Dex, where I'm like you. I wouldn't want to see it, but I want to hear all about it. So what was the expectation? What were the festivities while everybody's watching Grandma get buried all over again?
You know they were eating. That's what they do. They were definitely eating. And I had to go. Couldn't take it.
Okay. I'm going to pull a PSA out for the future, my loved ones, and hopefully like my offspring, husband, future husband, whoever. Should I die before everyone else? Please don't be sitting the fuck around watching highlights of my funeral. Please don't. Please don't do that.
When my cousin passed away recently, it was like during like the COVID stuff. Like I went to the funeral, and I know they had like the camera stuff set up for people who weren't there, but like my mom was like, "Can you send me the link to the thing so I can watch the funeral and stuff like that?" And like for the life of me, I just couldn't understand why you would want to watch that. Like I just don't get it.
Like it's the Super Bowl. Or like it was the Mayweather flight. You know I ain't paying for that, but send me the free link.
it's not like a wedding. It's not like this. I don't know. It's just a moment that if I'm not there, I don't really need to be a part of.
Yeah, and it's kind of also one of those things like, and I have a bad habit of when somebody goes to a funeral, and my habit, I stopped myself from doing. I tried to. How was it? It's a fucking funeral. It feels so weird to say that to somebody, but maybe it's fitting because all our black ass funerals is always something. So we really might want to know how was it, because we know something went down. We know somebody. My grandma the other day was like, "When I die, don't you let nobody in my damn house." I said, "What?" Because of the whole repast thing. She was like, "Because they be making me sick, and I don't want that in my house."
Said it time and time again. I'm with you, Marjan. I would like to be cremated as well. Ideally, I really would just want y'all to cremate me and just throw it in the garbage can. I get it if people don't want to do that, but I'm fine with it. Just drop me right in the garbage and we good to go.
Yeah. We're good. Wait, somebody said, just Ralph said it. Somebody always asking, how the body look? What?
Yeah, that's like a big thing. Like, oh, who did the body? Like, I don't know. The mortician? I don't know.
I don't. What you plan on using their services now?
And
Like, what's up?
well, how did the body look? Oh, how they normally look, but just dead.
Well, for some bodies, I ain't going. One of my great grandmother, when she passed, child to this day, you can't tell me they didn't put another body up there, because I'm like, that's not Grandma McNeil. That's not her. Now listen, I don't know who that woman is up there, but that's not my Grandma McNeil. I'm gonna tell you that right the hell now.
Wow.
And somebody, Marjan said you can become a jeweler with the cremation.
Marjan, we don't even again, garbage. Don't make me a jewel. Don't try to spread my ashes around. It's over with.
Put it right in the motherfucking garbage. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, well, let's get into your boy, because this will be quick. Donald Trump. So recently we have seen that his recent blog page, I don't recall the name of it, but it's been shut down after how many months of just being?
Like 3, if that.
3 months. So he shut that down. Soon after that, I saw that his DC hotel is being sold. And another big, he was trending last night because he was speaking at some engagement where he's just blabbing away, just like Trump does, but nobody's really listening. But the thing that made that made the big splash, the trending, was the fact that our one-term president, which I love when the media says that. It's like, I've never in life heard them say that this much until now. But the one-term president, Donald Trump, it looked as if he was having a wardrobe malfunction, and I believe his pants were on backwards.
I, I, I saw that picture of him, and people were saying all types of things. They were saying that his pants are on backwards, and they were also saying he has some prostate issues. And yeah, because it was very weird the way that picture was. It's a very bizarre photograph. I just hope that he's doing well. But he doesn't make a lot of public appearances, so like for the very few that you do, you should probably be on point looks wise. You can't explain yourself. You have no social media to explain yourself, so like get it together.
I'm looking at the pants, and at first I was like, well, what's all the humbug about? Because I'm not seeing anything. And then I zoomed in and I said, they make zipperless slacks now?
And it looked like, you guys know how you sit down with dress pants on, like there's like the little creases in the back. It looked like that, but in the front. I hope he's okay.
Oh, next time, I think it's pretty safe to say that we all are well aware that Donald Trump is not okay. And if you have not learned that in these past 4 years, nothing will tell you.
Oh, and funny.
But it's probably it was, because they were saying, wait, that you're spinning Can you talk, Dex?
Yeah, your issue on mine it shows you spinning too.
Really? That is so weird. It's supposed to be an IG thing because you're just spinning. Okay, as long as you can hear me. Can you guys hear us both? Okay, we're back. I'm sorry. I'm a bitch is getting hot. I done drank my calories today with wine. All I had was damn oatmeal. I got to go put the air on because the bitch is hot. I'll be back.
Put the air on, and I will talk to the people really quickly about Floyd Mayweather and this little bout he had yesterday. What you guys think about that? Did anybody watch it? Also, Chad Ochocinco had a bout yesterday and lost, and then decided to say, like, you know what, I'm still so proud of myself, which I guess he probably should be, considering that, like, he's not a trained boxer, and he's still, you guys still want to talk about Donald Trump in a wet diaper. I get it.
In a wet diaper.
I changed the subject, and they were not moving forward.
Well, that diaper, listen, it's pretty much been, I think he kind of solidified it because remember a few months ago, who was one of his security detail people said that, yeah, because he has to wear diapers so he can shit in them and piss in them.
That's a lie. That did not happen. That did.
Yes, he did. This was after he got out of office, and it was like somebody on the team. He's like, he has incontinence issues, and he got to wear diapers. Because you can't shit like your pants all the way if you got a diaper that's secure. So while you up there doing your presidential speeches, you can shit on yourself and be confident that nothing is like leaking.
That's not true.
How you know?
I'm saying he's not wearing no diapers. Like, he did not. He is.
He might have, and maybe it makes sense. That's why he couldn't tell his pants was on backwards.
He knows.
Because you don't know that. Because when them diaper, you think them babies know. You ever seen a baby with them full ass diapers, and you be putting them pants on anyway. They don't know the difference because the diaper is so full.
If you're a grown man and somebody pulled pants up for you and they zipped it in the back, you should know what the hell is going on. Unless, you know, the mind ain't all there. Like, you know what's happening to you.
Well, maybe it makes more. Speaking of, where's Melania?
We barely see him, so you're definitely not going to see her.
Did she escape, you think?
She's at home miserable.
But did she escape, though? Because remember a couple weeks ago, he was sitting out there. They must have kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, too, because he was golfing, but it wasn't at Mar-a-Lago. And I ain't seen Melania or Barrett in God knows how long. So what's up? You the plug. You don't got the...
Last time I saw Melania, she was snatching her hand away from him. So who knows what that.
Okay, what else would you get into that? Okay, we get into nicknames real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been like really paid. Well, not it's very small. So Young Miami a couple of weeks ago made a proclamation on Instagram or just social media that she really wants to know why y'all won't call her Young Miami and why we keep calling her by her government name, Carisha. Yeah. Carisha, I forgot. Carisha Brown, right?
I don't know the last name, but probably.
Okay, but Carisha. And so just recently, Ari, which is one of these rappers' girlfriends, I guess, it's either Ari or Jada, but I want to say it's Ari. So Ari made a tweet basically saying, I prefer that you guys call me Ari, the Don, or don't call me by my full name. Dexter, since you subscribe to this, what are your thoughts on, you subscribe to that notion of calling me the name that I told you to call me? What are your thoughts on this?
I think that we live in a society now where people are realizing that they, have names that they were given at birth, or even identities that they were given at birth that they've chosen not to comply with anymore. Like, so when I bring out a different nickname, I want to be called by that. Like, I like to be called Dex the One. And there's no reason for you not to call me Dex the One. Like, for instance, when we go to Mexico, like, you're going to Mexico, at the end of the day, you're going to Mexico for me. So there's no reason for you not to call it Dexico. Like, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking you to be respectful of my wish. So if somebody's telling you, if somebody's real name is Carisha and she says, call me Young Miami, call me Young Miami. Because you don't have an issue with calling Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx. You know what I mean? Like to this day, Dwayne Johnson is still called The Rock. You don't have no issue with those kind of nicknames. So like, why is when people ask you to call them a certain thing, you have an issue with that? It's kind of disrespectful, to be honest with you.
Oh, it is. Well, let me tell you, your mother named you Dexter Cleota Stuckey.
Imagine that being my middle.
Dexter Cleota Stuckey. And that's the name How I Met You as. You will always be Dexter Cleota Stuckey to me. I don't give a damn what you suggest or what you want to be called. The one, Dexico. I'm going like that. Brandon Best. He's going to Mexico as well.
Is it?
It's too late. It's just been paid for. Flights, trip is paid for. Regardless, we're gonna be in Mexico.
Is that too much to ask for, though?
Yeah. Because I'm one of those people, and I guess I've been an old lady my entire life, because even younger, like your 20s or teens, and especially here, Philly is really known for the land of the nicknames. Never forget some dude trying to, you walking down the street minding your business, some dude trying to holler at you, like, what's up, girl, what's up, how you doing? I'm good, how are you, what's your name? My name, and for all intents and purposes, Bino. I was always the type, Bino, or Black. That's on your birth certificate? Your mother named you that? Yes. God forbid I allow your dumb ass take me out on a date and something happens to me. All my friends know is, oh, she went with some nigga named Black.
No, but like at the end of the day, like all my friends know that my name is Dexter Chase Stuckey. Everybody,
Okay. Cleotis.
My birth certificate says. Everyone knows that that's what my birth certificate says. So I will tell you what my name is, but I want to be referred to as Dex the One, and you need to do this.
Okay, Carisha Lee Brown.
Your name on here is Chocolate Divinity. That is a nickname. That is a nickname, and that people.
If somebody wants to call me Latoya, I would never introduce my person like, it's like, hey, what's your name? Chocolate Divinity. You sound fucking stupid saying that. Like, what?
I don't tell people to call me Dex the One. I introduce.
You just told us to call you Dex the One.
Well, I put it out there, and people. The thing is, it's not me. It's a. I'm gonna put it like I got this from Diddy, I guess. Like he decided that he wants to change what his name was like years ago. I started calling myself Dex Star, and I was in college, and I would call myself Dex, and like everybody would call me that. Like people would really call me Dex Star. To this day, people still call me that. My family members call me that too.
Okay.
And I think it's because for me, I think it's the name Dexter is not a very cool name. It's not. It's not.
It's different though.
Yes, but like ideally, people would prefer to make fun of you because of your name is Dexter. Like that's something that people will make fun of you about. So like you're owning it and you're saying like, okay, well I wanna do XYZ or whatever, and I wanna have fun. And I have fun with the name now. I love it. Like you people can never like you can't call it like what are the chances that I will be getting married in Mexico and then like Dex rhymes with that? Like you guys don't have that option, so you don't do it. But people who have that option, they're creative. Like my mind is. And I have the option to do that, so I take advantage of it. And y'all need to respect it.
That's what it is?
Yes.
For the record, somebody said, don't nobody call you that.
Why y'all be drinking gallons like me?
And let's be clear. When it comes to nicknames, you can't give yourself a nickname. Somebody else has to give you the name. And you can't be demanded to be called by this nickname.
But how many times have you heard people call me Dex the One, though? I
never.
You're
you. You're the only one I've ever heard. And on the Bible, if I had one, you are the only one that I've ever heard call yourself Dex the One.
People call me that. They really do.
Oh, people, sweetie.
A lot of people. And how many
nicknames? Give me one name.
When she said how many nicknames do you have? For me, nickname-wise, it's like a reinvention. So like when I reinvent myself, like I kind of like give myself like a nickname and stuff like that. My friends call me Dex the One. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, guys, I'm going to test this theory at the wedding, and we'll
Oh,
report back afterward.
wedding, those aren't my friends. Like those people,
What? They're not your friends.
no, because like they want. Look at them in these comments. They want to be funny. Like, and this is another thing. I literally am the most funniest person in all of my circles, and everybody wants to compete with me. I'm hilarious, but like nobody wants to just give me my just due, and they want to compete and whatnot. So like, no, your dad's brother didn't nickname you that. You made that up, and nobody calls you that. Now he's full of shit. Like nobody.
Tell us who's full of shit for our YouTube watchers.
Okay, on the screen right now, someone named Jib215 is speaking, and I know him very well. Since I've known him, he's called himself that. I've never heard anybody else call him that ever. So
Somebody said, "No, Tracy, he the fuck would." Trey said, "Would you want the receptionist at the doctor's office to call you Dex the one back in exam room 22?"
uh,
Well,
I'm not kidding about Jib too. Like people do call him that. Like that's a family thing.
another thing that people will call you, but you really don't embrace that one that much. And this is something that somebody actually gave you the name.
What's that?
Big D.
I didn't.
So why you don't embrace that?
I'm good. First of all, I don't want to be called nothing big.
What's big, sweetie?
Sweetie.
What's big? So Marjan said she only wants to be called your given name. So on that note, like I'm all for like calling people their nicknames or whatever. Or when you start demanding it, no. Especially if I met you one way, like if I met you as Dexter Stuckey, that's what I'm going to call you.
Yeah, but
I didn't meet you as Dexter the one. And for you to ask me to call you that, if you don't go sit the fuck down somewhere, because it's not going to motherfucking happen.
But Toya, it's also one of those things where it's just like, and my name is Dex the one, or Dex. My name is
Dex the one, Chase Cleotis Stuckey.
So my name is Dexter, right? Any nickname that I come up with and give myself, it's always a derivative of Dexter. I don't change it. Your nickname has nothing to do with you. Mine at least has something to do with me.
Bitch, I'm Chocolate and Divine. The fuck? And again, it was given to me, sweetie. Sweetie.
Okay.
Tamara Stewart.
Wait, Dexter, can you say Cavasia? I did it.
No, let me see. You said Cavassier. Her name is Kay Cavusi.
That's what I said.
You said motherfucker Cavassier.
Well.
All right. Oh, can we get speaking of look? Somebody said, "Ooh, they gonna fight." I think that was our boy. Let me see who said that. Daniel. Can we talk more about that fight? So you watched it, Dex. You watched it at our friend's Brandon's home?
No. I watched it on Twitter. So I didn't really watch it. I just kept scrolling my timeline and like refreshing it to see what was going on. So I didn't really.
Oh. Okay. So were you disappointed in the results or?
No, I didn't care.
Me either. I feel like so many people were invested and I was just like, but why? Because Floyd is not going to win this. I mean, he's not going to lose. And even if he did look really tired, it was already set up in the cards. He was never going to lose. It was just clout for this guy and a nice little check.
I think that's what it was overall. And I think the biggest complaint that people had is that it went on a little too long and then there was no knockout. And I think that it kind of goes to for me, I think everything is like controlled and like trolling of some sort. Like when I different things, like I don't necessarily know if this is real. Like I remember when they did, I think it was the weigh-in that they did, and it was Jake Paul. I always get him confused with the other guy, but Jake Paul. He like he pulled Floyd Mayweather's hat off, and then they like had like a little scuffle and chasing each other and stuff like that. To me, it looked scripted, seeing certain things.
Yeah.
So like to see the fight go on that long and like. At the end of the day, both were kind of protected. Like Jake didn't get knocked out, you know what I mean? And then like Floyd won. So like they both were protected in this. Nobody looks bad. They both got the money, and it's whatever. And I think Logan Paul. I'm sorry, Logan.
Yeah.
I'm getting them confused with Jake Paul. But like overall, kind of one of those things where it's just it's entertainment, and that's just kind of like the best way to look at it. Like, it wasn't really anything for people to get that invested in.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was impressed about it, because I'm like, everybody knows this is for just for clout, right? And to get an extra paycheck. I didn't look at this as if, now that boxing is the one sport that I really do enjoy. I love going to matches, like I'm into it. But yeah, I'm like, from day, like when they first announced it, I'm like, people are really excited about this. This is a PR stunt, basically. But okay. Oh, this is something, because we did take off. Oh, Steak 48. They trended a week ago.
Okay.
What?
Just reminded me of some people. Go ahead.
It must be the same people at the repass that be looking for.
You just reminded me of people. Go ahead and let's talk about this story from 2 weeks ago. Go ahead.
Don't do this. We wasn't here and it was hot, so that's why. It's not like we've been on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then talked about it 2 weeks out.
So nasty. It's so rude.
Okay, because we weren't here. Steak 48, and just put Steak 48 out the mind. They are just the fuel for this. But you go to a restaurant and you're getting ready for a fine dining experience, and you walk up to the door and you see a sign that says you need to be prepared to, don't just come in here ordering no motherfucking appetizers. Y'all better come in here to get the full extent of what we try and give y'all, the ambiance and all of that. You're going to pay at least $100 at the door. And if you got a problem with that, you can go somewhere else. I probably would take my money and go somewhere else. What say you?
So I've been to Steak 48, and I don't understand the whole thing as far as that thing goes. My meal was comp, so I don't quite understand, like,
No, your meal was comp, sweetie.
so paying for like food. Like, I hate paying for anything. But so
Okay.
I'm like an influencer, so my meal was comp.
Oh, you like something like an influencer.
But like, overall though, I think it is a great place to dine. Like, I liked what I had there. I liked the food and everything like that. For me, it's just a little disrespectful to put out a thing like that, because like, usually when you go to certain places, you're not concerned about how much money you're gonna spend. Like, it's like,
No.
go, the money is gonna be what it's gonna be. Like, and usually when you go, you're either going with your maybe your family, like somebody you're dating, or your friends. You're not going there with, and you choose who you go with. You're not going to go to who can't afford to be at a place like that. So tell me, this is what you need to pay in order to like come to this establishment. To me, it's a little insulting, because I probably would have paid that and or more regardless. But maybe I just want to go and get appetizers. Maybe I just want a salad. Maybe somebody.
Thank you.
I want the option to get what I want to get when I go to a restaurant, and nobody. Or could tell me, and then they're like, it's got to be food and drink, and then you can get the food or whatever. It could be $60, and they're like, well, you need to add a drink. I may not be drinking.
Thank you. I might be on a cleanse, or I might be an alcoholic. How much is the water? Like, you're not going to sit here and put a price point on me.
Like, don't do that to people, because like then it becomes this thing, in my opinion, where it's like you're trying to keep certain people out. Certain people may afford $100, but they see everyone talking about your establishment, so they want to go there. Don't take that opportunity and experience away from them, because if they like what they've eaten there, when more money comes to their way, they may go there and spend more money. That's how That's how you make repeat business and customers and all that stuff like that. At McDonald's, some people do eat off the dollar menu, but they consistently go to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what happened, Mr. Goodbed started all of this. People are saying it's a racial undertone, and I believe that I'm one of those people who do think that there is a little bit of racist undertone to it, because of Mr. Goodbed. Some bringing the bitches up there for dinner. The other bitches showed up, saw that your other side bitches was there, and they started fighting in Steak 48. But this is what y'all wanted, y'all. Y'all the one who put out the word to all the influencers like Dexter to come out and like stunt at y'all restaurant. So why the fuck would you think like Mr. Goodbeds and his squad and the other ratchets like would want to show up and be fancy and have a good time?
Be clear, when I went, I didn't post any pictures, because I did not do that. I mean, yeah, I think it was one of those things that to me it just, and maybe I'm reaching too much into it, but I just feel like it's a black people thing. Like, Like, I don't think it's I want to keep people out who can't afford it. It's, in my opinion, I want to keep black people out. And that's
Yes. And that's a good way to do it because at first I was so like irate about it and this and that. And then later on, I saw your cousins fighting in the airport here in Philly again. And I said, you know what? Keep that sign up because I'm pretty sure the people who are fighting in that airport, pulling up the Stake 48, you see us?
like, let's not be crazy though. Like, let's not assume that those people who are fighting in that airport, like, I could assume you don't want them there, but let's not assume that they don't have $100 to spend on the meal.
Well, and that's the thing. They do have $100 to spend. They definitely have it.
They'll go spend that money, that $100 minimum, and will still fight in your establishment.
Uh-huh. But this should be a learning lesson to people. It's just very tacky to do that. That would be like Bentley putting up a sign in the window when you went to go buy, or you going into the Bentley store. If you ain't got $250,000, don't come in here. What? If I'm going into the Bentley store to go car shopping, I know that a Bentley is in my price range. And if it's not, I'm scamming, and then the government gonna come catch up with my ass anyway. We just talking about a meal. Let these people come and eat. If I want to go to your establishment, because it's right, isn't it in Center City?
In Center City, yeah.
Okay, so that's a big like bar hopping, club hopping place. It's been plenty of times where I've gone to different restaurants and pre-gamed and then going on about my night. So for you to come in there and just tell me I gotta spend $100, it's very tacky to me. And I'm not about that life. You know, I find myself, I'm broke bougie over here. So don't do that. We low key bougie. We're gonna get up to big girl bougie, but right now we bougie on a budget, and that's how I run my life right now. Another thing, somebody just asked Kristen 0926, and it's perfect. I pinned it because I wanted to get to it. What do we really think the fight between Mariah Carey and Jay-Z was about? So if you haven't heard, Mariah Carey was part of the Roc Nation label for the past few years, actually. So they recently, I guess, had a business meeting regarding the future of Mariah's career. Next minute, we know the blogs and everybody, Wendy Williams, everybody talking about how it just blew up to this nasty argument and Mariah left and tizzy and quit Roc Nation. So it made me think, like, watching this now, that happened yesterday. Today, Mariah Carey, has supposedly cleared things up for her and said that she didn't say that she didn't leave, but she did say that there was no big blow up. Everything between her and Jay are cool. So I feel like this is our moment to do some masterpiece theater. Is that what it's called? Okay. And we can play what we think went down at the Roc Nation meeting. Dexter, you want to be Mariah or Jay? I can be Mariah or Jay. Either way, we can.
I'll be Jay-Z. I think I know what it is.
Okay. All right. So call the meeting, Jay.
Hey, I'll try to do his voice, but I'll lose it quickly. Hey, I can't do it. Hey, Mariah, can we meet real quick? I just want to talk to you about, your career and everything that's going on, sweetie.
Well, yeah, sure. What's up? But I'm in the south of France right now. So, when do you want to do this? You want to do a Zoom call or?
We could do Zoom, but I mean, yeah, we could do Zoom. Okay.
Well, you know what? Your tone doesn't really sound like it's just not sitting well with my spirit. Can you come? Can you, like, in 2 days? Can I come? I'm a book a flight real quick, but I got to get these dogs settled back at the pet house and everything. So in 2 days, can I show up and we do the meeting in person? Because I would rather do it that way.
Well, Mariah, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with you and stuff like that. But
Champagne. Bring me another one. Go ahead. Sorry, Jay.
Dr. Mariah Carey. Sorry, Mariah, that was my child over here. But, they're behaving themselves because, that's what kids do, stay in the child's place. But with you.
Ruby, sir, how y'all doing? Go ahead.
Okay.
Blue eye. Okay, let's go. Where's Beyonce? She good?
Mariah, I'm going to cut right to the point because we don't even got to do the meeting.
Cut to the point.
You haven't released music in quite some time. Like, what is going on with your career? What are you doing exactly? Like what is Mariah Carey in this world right now?
Hold up. Bring me the whole bottle because this nigga talking real slick at the mouth and I just got to be ready. Bring me. He gonna fucking ask me who I am, Mariah. What the fuck I'm bringing to the table?
Because we were looking.
What you bringing to the table?
We were looking.
Other than Beyonce.
I'm Jay-Z.
Beyonce's husband, what?
So I've released hit records recently. You have not. So with that being said, we were looking to have you perform at the Super Bowl. We want to roll you back out, have you perform at the Super Bowl. Now, with that being said, though, the only thing is we want you to do it live. So could you get some vocal lessons so that you could get right back to the Mariah that we remember? Because we're not gonna lip sync.
Ooh.
And that's what yeah, that's exactly what she's done because she knows that she can't hit those notes no more.
Let me tell you, sweetheart. You don't tell Mariah Carey nothing on how to run her business. People going to show up because it is Mariah Carey. Whether I want to sit there and be carried out on that fucking stage and get my hair combed, they are going to show up. Why? Because they know there is greatness in the building. And don't let me bring Row and Rock in here to get you together. You being real disrespectful. I can give you a reading. My kids can give you a reading better than I can. Do you want me to get Row and Rock in here? Who are you talking to? I know that ain't B over there talking. I know that ain't her over there talking. She need to be quiet because, B, she cool, but she ain't no Mariah Carey. And let's see what she gonna be in 30 years, okay? Now, you got something else to say?
And then he hung up. Like, he's done with it. And I'm with him. And that's why she said, I didn't storm out this day because she was doing what she does. Mariah Carey is aloof. I went to her concert in Vegas, and literally what you said, people carrying her out to the stage while she lip synced, and they were combing her hair on the stage like that. It was nothing going on. It was really nothing going on. It's insane to me.
And the fact, now this is all we're just presuming this is what happened. And the fact is, Mariah, you know the fuck what type of product you've been putting out. I know you're not going to sit here and have this attitude with me and act like this is just coming out of nowhere.
Mariah Carey, she still thinks that she's vision of love, emotion, Mariah Carey. And she's not.
Well, she could be, but she be doing the fucking antics. You're doing the most, Mimi.
I don't know if she could be anymore. It's one thing to be like, if you were like maybe a media personality or something like that, it's like, well, you still got it. Mariah Carey has an actual talent that was her voice. If you lose that, it's gone. Like, it's not.
She got it. She just use it when she feels like it.
Oh, you better figure it out. Thank you, Marjan. But I have to use the bathroom.
Okay. Excellent. I guess that might be the end of this. What time is it? Because I wanted to get into Can you, or should I let you go relieve yourself? Because we got to talk about Portia and Simon.
Okay, you bring somebody else on and I'll come back.
Okay, yes. All right, who's ready to be brought on? All right, let me see. Who's ready to be brought on? Let me see who I can bring on in here. Trey, are you available? Can you join? Or Daniel Thomas, can you join? Let me see. Let's see what our London connection is doing. Let's see what the London connection is doing, if he can come on or not. Oh, shit. Oh, Dex really like logged off. Oh, he didn't want us to hear him peeing. That's what it was. Dex, don't be in there farting. So that's what it was. All right, Kurt, I'm going to bring. Wait, Kurt, where you at, babe? Kurt, I'm looking for you, honey. There we go. Let's bring Kurt on. Dex, I know you ain't giving tips from the toilet. The toilet. Hi, Kurt.
What's up, Toya? Yo, y'all two. I'm great. I'm so glad I got on this. Y'all two are funny, man. That reenactment just took me out.
Thanks for always watching and keeping up with our antics.
Listen, I love y'all. I'm jealous because I wish I was doing the same thing y'all doing. I love what y'all do, man. That's awesome. I love it.
Honey, we love you that you always show up and show out. I'm so glad we got to have you pop on. Daniel Thomas Music, he said, child, I'm in bed. I forgot if we talking about that London time difference, so I apologize.
You never had time. Blame him.
It's bonnet hour over there, Kurt.
Bonnet hour. Listen, this whole bonnet thing that blew up, man. People have been posting everything and taking pictures. It's crazy.
It's so funny because it's like I see where Monique was coming from, and overall, I do think she's right. But at the end of the day, if y'all niggas feel comfortable wearing a bonnet out on the street, wear it. Like, I don't care. You're probably never going to catch me fully in the street, bonnet out, maybe to, go take out the trash. If I had a corner store or a bodega, I'd be running in there probably with the bonnet. Again, if I leave the hair salon and I'm not going nowhere else but home, my scarf is going to be on. So that is my business. So I don't take it too personal. I don't understand why all these people are getting so upset over me.
My thing is this, like I said, I think she had a good point. But at the same time, somebody had pointed out the fact, they said she's talking about people going out in public with pajamas and bonnets and stuff on, but that she did the video in the bathrobe. And I was like, I didn't know it. I didn't pay attention to that. But I mean, I look at it like this. If you're going to make that point and you're a public figure, you're giving a public announcement.
Yes.
Dress the part. Don't dress like what you're talking against. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a time and place for everything. I look at it like this. If that's how you want to walk out the house and represent yourself, then that's on you.
That's on you.
I'm going to take care of me and I'm going to do me. I'm not going to, judge you or criticize you because that's what you feel comfortable with, especially going through the airport. People want to be comfortable. You already got to step before you go through TSA anyway, so be comfortable.
Exactly. And let's be clear, when it comes to these airlines, gone are the days of the luxurious flying. Before we know it, it's about to be Spirit Airlines on all airlines at this point, because when I travel, I'm trying to fly comfortably. Look at Dex pouring the water like you pouring the vodka.
First of all, I'm proud of you with all this water, my man.
I'm trying to get my skin to glow,
Mexico coming up. Listen, you got to get ready.
Kurt, he getting ready for Dexico.
Dexico is coming up.
What you say was coming up, Kurt?
Dexico, I know what it is. Listen.
What is what do people call me? Like, what's my name?
You're no longer Dex. You're Dexico from until the wedding is over and we see all the pictures, and then you're still going to talk about it. So it's not over no time soon.
Okay, so after Dexico, Kurt, what is he going to be after that?
Wait a minute, you got another name? I haven't heard this one.
Dex the one.
Yo, only Dex can do this and get away with stuff like that.
So Kurt, in your regular life, would you be comfortable with calling another grown-ass man the one?
No.
Well, I don't even want him to call me Dex the one.
No, I'm going to be calling you Dex. That's what I'm going to be calling you.
I'm not going to answer.
Well, don't answer then, sweetie. What
was that comedy special where you talking about? He said, my name is Delicious. I'm not calling no grown man Delicious. I ain't calling no grown man Dex one either.
That was King the Comedy, and it was Cedric the Entertainer.
Yes.
Yes. Dex has definitely called me Dex the One.
Dex the One. Where did the one come from, Dex?
Huh?
What's the one about?
The water?
The one. What's Dex the One? What's that?
Yeah,
tell him Dex.
Guy, him, the one, like at the top of all times, like somebody's always being concerned about him. Like he is it. That's it.
Well, if you're Dex the One, I'm Dex the Thousand. I mean, I'm Kurt the Thousand then.
That doesn't really have a ring to it, but I guess if you want to try to run with that, I don't think anybody else will call you that. But if you want,
so Dex the One has a ring to it.
Yeah, do you not think so?
Dex, you my boy, so I'm not even gonna go there. We're gonna keep this culture.
Hey, looking at me, tell me.
Baby, looking at me. I'm gonna have you join us for our last topic, and we gotta get into it because it's been a while since we've been here. Portia and Simon. What are your thoughts? Okay, so to catch people up, I'm sure everybody is up to speed right now anyway. But if you are not, a few weeks it came out that Portia stole one of her best friend's men's, and now they getting married.
It's wrong. It's no right about that. I'm sorry. Like this is my problem with Portia. You have presented yourself as this political activist doing the right thing, but yet you defile the sanctity of marriage or the institute of marriage by taking another married woman's husband and getting engaged. And if people say they're not together no more, this, that, another, but I know for guys, it's a guy code, and I'm pretty sure for ladies, there's a ladies code when
Yeah.
it comes to friends. Whether you're friends or not, you have some association with somebody that you know will have. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Now,
think it's a publicity stunt. I personally think it's publicity. I don't
now,
think it's real.
does it change your opinion now that the guy Simon has come out and said that my ex-wife was cheating on me, and this is the guy she was cheating with, and all that stuff like this?
So two wrongs make it right.
Mm,
Well, I'm just asking you, like, what did you think?
No, that's my response to that. Two wrongs don't make it right. Like it doesn't.
exactly.
If your wife was cheating on you, that does not justify or give you a justifiable cause to go do that, because then that doesn't change the situation.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
does that? Oh, okay, now that's for him. But do you still look at Portia in a wrong way because she was going with this guy, whatever? But like he been too.
To me, Portia still should know better. I'm sorry. You need to let that die down. I'm not saying it could never happen, but it's too soon.
It's too soon. Way too soon.
And then if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, didn't she get a tattoo of him recently too?
She said she did.
Like that.
Supposedly.
What foolishness is that? Like, I'm sorry, Real Housewives marriages don't last long while you on that show. You done been through one already. That's ridiculous. Like, I think it's all scripted show wise. Yeah.
Well, maybe she's not trying to have this marriage last long. Maybe she just wants to get a couple
To
dollars.
come up.
Like I said, it's a part of the show. To me, it's for the continuation of the show, because the show is dying off. They needed something to keep people want to tune in with.
Now,
But you know what? So what's funny about that though, I kind of know somebody who's close to the situation. Well, I do know somebody that's close to the situation. From what they said, it's not for the show. This is life.
That's
Like
crazy.
this is their life
That's
in the
ridiculous.
A, because it's very hard to date down there because of, the Santaners and a lot of the down low stuff, and a lot of women out there are okay with sister wife situations. So down there they're saying, like, Portia's like, oh well, what's the issue? It's not an issue in Atlanta, I guess, but everything outside Atlanta, everybody is looking at you like you're crazy, Portia.
not everybody.
Not everybody, because
Not me.
I'm over.
Oh,
it. I
did
don't care.
you wanted Dex?
So for me, like when I like somebody, like with me, like my friends and stuff like that, they can really not do too much wrong. And I like Portia a lot. And I just don't have that much of an issue with what she's doing. Like they were both separated. You decided this is a situation that you want to be in, and like you're in it. And
I'm not being in your head trying to stay away. Like, what?
I love it. So Dexter, you're about to get married, right? Walking down the aisle. Your best friend, Mechanical Zombie, he's not with us on here today, but he just shows up to your wedding and he's like, Fatima's like, you know what, Dex? Mechanical Zombie is the one. I always wanted him, and I'm sorry, so I'm just going to have him take your place at this wedding. We're going to go down this aisle.
I think that's stupid. I think that's disrespectful because, like, you're literally not like if me and her were together and I cheated. If we were together and I cheated and she decided to get with him, how can I really be mad about that? Yes, like I would be upset, like at him because this is my friend, my actual friend. I would be upset, but whatever. I mean, obviously we're not going to be friends anymore. Just like me and her aren't going to talk anymore either, and I'd be fine with that.
I'm gonna have to keep you away from my man because out of the way Portia is set up, I don't know what's bound to happen. And you can leave, but I'm gonna have to beat your ass.
You can't control grown people. Like
You sure can't.
No, you can't.
And I don't have no issue with this kind of stuff. For me, like if someone wanted to date one of my exes, one of my friends wanted to date one of my exes, then date them. But like, just don't do it while I'm still with them. Like there doesn't need to be any like cheating on me. And then, but if we're broken up or the divorce was filed or whatever, have at it. I don't expect us to really be communicating like that, and I want him or her.
Because and I see where you come from. Like me and my exes that I've had, we're friends. We're still cool. Because we didn't break up on bad terms. So I move on. Like do your thing. But I just think this situation is just messy all the way around. And then it just the way it came out, and there's still a lot of unknown truths about what did or didn't happen. So I just think for Portia as a whole, it makes her look bad especially in light of all the good that she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
This tarnishes all of that, and her image that she had with the whole movement. It just tarnishes all of that.
Yes, and I'm all for you can't help who you fall in love with, but
Right.
if you're gonna have the audacity and come to my house and be in my pool and kikiing with me and the husband, and not just one occasion, multiple occasions,
Right.
that y'all can't date, but it better not be nowhere in the near motherfucking future. That's all I'm saying.
And
Because
then,
I'm looking at it like, well, how, was y'all really fucking the whole time? And I didn't know, because looking at Portia, run the receipts back in the tape, she did look a little
hmm
awkward at
hmm
that at one of those scenes. So I'm like,
Elbow bump.
what'd you
yeah.
say?
She get like when they met allegedly first meeting, she gave him an elbow bump. Like, hey, what's up?
The first meeting, right? The first time she went to her house and she smoked their hookah. That was the first time. And then the second time they showed that she was at her house was for their Halloween thing when she was in their house. So it just makes it look suspect.
But I do think overall though people need to stop saying that they were friends. Like say that they were acquainted, but none of them
Yeah.
that show were friends with each other. Like even if Portia started dating one of the other girls' husband, I wouldn't think it's that big of a deal because yes, you were acquainted with him through this woman, but them girls have
Mhm. But then
nothing.
I think also it's because it was so soon. If time
Yeah.
had passed, I don't think people would have given it that much of the thought.
Nope.
But the fact that y'all aren't even fully divorced yet, it's just out there. And today, the one side bitch that he was messing with, I forgot what the girl name was, child, she done released receipts back in
Yes.
April and March of him paying her money. Between April and March, she got two checks, $3,000 worth of money from him. You see footage of her being in Simon's Ferrari or whatever that expensive car was. So he was
Mm-hmm.
just getting it.
That's terrible on her part though. Because Simon is worth $50 million and you are letting us know that he's giving you $6,000. You should
That is true. Like, girl, you should have been quiet a little longer, got some more out of that shit. You ain't get no house?
also
No,
like
no.
he said that he was divorced for quite some time. And even if he just filed for divorce at a certain point, when things are over, they're over.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But my thing with Portia is, why would you want to be with someone that you knew was already technically, in a sense, cheating? Because the girl got receipts. So he cheated allegedly on Farron with this side chick. Now he's with you. What you think is going to happen with you? Like, why put yourself in that cycle?
But I can tell you,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Dex. Go ahead.
Portia was at the fight yesterday. I ain't never seen Portia at the fight before. So
Because that husband trying to get that clout. That's what it is. And let's be clear, like, we do know Portia is used to being in like the not, I guess not the quintessential relationship. She was with Andrew Caldwell's ex, Cordell.
wait, allegedly because he sues.
Huh?
Allegedly because he sues.
Oh yeah,
What?
let's be quiet. But he must have, because remember Portia alluded to the fact that he was with Andrew. So
I think that because of the way their breakup happened, like
Yeah, that to me was far fetched.
yeah.
yeah, okay. So we're done with Portia until we're not done with her. I'm sure she'll come up. Last final note. Look, the old Jerry Springer final thought. Can y'all please stop going out and spending money or making plans with y'all PPP funds and getting y'all bodies done and y'all mouth is all fucked up? Can we do that? Can we really focus on self-care outside of getting that body done? Because don't sit up here and tell me I thought I was going to get implants and this and that and get the fat taken out, but your mouth looks like a garbage can
Well, Toya,
and smells like it too.
be careful what you ask and what you wish for and what you say out loud because there are a lot of people who have taken their PP and got teeth done, but the teeth are about this long.
Y'all walking around with a mouth of dino teeth and fucking
Listen.
chiclets.
Listen, and I think people just forgot about their just mouth hygiene period. Because like I think these masks have really made people delusional. Because you can look all glammed up, but as soon as that mask drop and that breath hit, people brush your teeth, y'all. Mouthwash, goggle, go to
Thank
your
you.
dentist
See a
every 6
dentist.
months. Every 6 months, you should be at your dentist. Period.
What is happening? Take that PPP loan money and get you a good mouth, a
That's
new install.
That's why these restaurants upping their prices because people out here spending money like it's water.
Yep. And you out there near these people restaurants funking it up with your funk mouth. But you
Listen,
done got your ass shots and you done got your lipo.
and this
That's my final thought.
That means they probably got their meal comp too.
from lashes to teeth,
The influencers.
everything's a mile long. You got mile long eyelashes, mile long teeth, and mile long fingernails. That's all everybody thinks about.
Talk about it, Kurt. All right, you guys have any final thoughts?
Well, thanks for letting me come on. I've been wanting to do this forever. So this is fun for me. I like every time y'all on, I'm like, oh my God, I want to get on there and say something. But thanks for letting me come on. This was fun.
I think this won't be the last. Thank you for joining us.
Listen, anytime y'all want me to come on, let me know. I will do this. I love this.
And shout out to Chain University.
Yes! That was
Listen,
a move for you, Dex.
I love Chain University. All my best friends, like so many of my best friends, Brawley, Vondell, like Matt Winter, like amazing people went to Chain University.
Shakima, all of us, yeah. So and listen, and I'm gonna give that love back. People, I joke about Lincoln all the time. We have our rivalry, but I got nothing but love for my Lincoln family because look, we holding it down. We're the only HBCUs in PA, and we holding it down. So much love to my Lincoln family. You know, we still the first, but I still love y'all. You know, just had to throw that out there, but you know.
Well, you had to end it on that note. You had to. But Dex, was a big moment for you, even though you did the whole shoulder shrug. But you've come a long way, Dex. This is big.
I genuinely did the shoulder stroke because he mentioned one of the people from China that I don't really know like that. So that's the only I don't know that girl like that. So that's the reason why I didn't know.
Shakima. Don't you do that. Shakima, he gonna beat his ass at this wedding.
Yeah, I gotta say, she gonna turn your way
down so we can do it.
Listen, Shakima, I got your back. Don't let him get away with that. You better be glad Go Talk Live on vacation because she would get you.
Exactly. And don't worry, I'm gonna have Fatima gonna hold you down, or I'm gonna hold you down so Shakima can just give you all body shots, get you ready for this wedding because you be cutting up, boy.
That's my former Miss Cheney. She don't play. Listen.
Yeah. Talk about it.
And just, I guess the final thing I'll say is that like I hate doing this as an announcement because it's so silly to me, but like I am deactivating my Instagram again. I've gotten a bunch of people text me like, did you block me? I didn't block anybody. I just am trying to focus on life, and Instagram is a big distraction. It said the other day that I spend 4 hours a day on Instagram. That's pathetic, y'all. Like I can't do this anymore. So I just deactivate this account. I come back to do the lives and stuff like that, but I can't be on Instagram all day. I can't do it.
You don't have to. It's all about work life, Instagram life balance. That's all it is, Dex. But if this is what you need, your space, then I suggest that you go ahead and do that, Dexter.
Because in a few more weeks, it ain't just about Dex no more.
It's sure not. Are you sure you want to get off now? Or you want to wait till after the wedding? You see how his head went down? He's so sad about this.
Because don't say it's not all about me no more.
It's not.
It's all about both of us.
Yes, it is.
No.
I'm happy for y'all.
No, don't say that. Don't be trying to make him feel good. It's all about Fatima and Dexico. In Dexico. Can you at least give us that?
Absolutely. I love it.
Okay, good.
I'm growing up. I'm being mature.
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
I like mature Dex pulling up on us.
Stick with the water.
What's that being? Oh, you made a statement. One last statement for the YouTubers. You can always follow us on here, but this is for us people, the IGers as well. So I know some people get on us about the schedule, but let's be clear. The normal day will normally be Sundays at 5 o'clock. But our alternate days, just in case you don't see us on a Sunday, it will be Monday, which was today, but in between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So if we don't make an announcement saying that we're going to be off, if we're not on Sunday, you will see us on Monday. So just want to make that clear because they be gathering us. Child, where you at?
And follow us on YouTube.
Yes, Chocolate Divinity. You can find us there. We're in the middle of getting that all not situated, but I guess more professionalized. So we got some treats coming for you guys soon coming up.
I think we're going to do a group live after I don't know why, though, because everybody who I know will be wedding, but we're gonna do like a group live so that like everybody can meet everybody. It's Shakima, it's Latoya, it's Bro Talk Live. It's gonna be everyone who my friends circle will be doing a live.
Yes. Oh, I can't
That's
wait.
gonna be fun. I'm gonna feel like I'm there now. Good. I can feel like I'm a part of it.
Yes, but Kurt, honey, thank you so much for coming on. Dex, thank you for always being Dexter, Cleotis, Chase, Stucky, the one. I appreciate you. That'll be the last time you hear me refer to you as the one.
Okay.
We're saying that what's in the cup? It's 100% water. I am only drinking water for some time.
Until the wedding.
But Tequila Dex will make an appearance at the wedding.
Oh, I'll be having tequila before the wedding, but like I just am trying to, whatever. Get my life together.
It's been fun, y'all. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining. Daniel Thomas, thank you. Everybody, Marjan, Shakima, Trey. I'm just going off some names. I don't mean to leave anybody out, but thank you all so much. We will definitely see you next week. Thank you for always showing up and showing out. And have a blessed Monday. And we'll see you Sunday. Bye, everybody.